Okay, as promised, I'm just going to do a little bit more dive for those who. Um, so sites built, docs which are pretty robust, MCP docs, API docs, all that fun stuff. That you need. Blog is just very, very, very simple. I'm just dropping markdown files into a static folder. Could easily connect this to a CMS or something like that. Back in the dashboard, so we got pressroomhq selected. If you don't know what signals you want, you can always have Cloud Suggests, and it'll come in here and add signal sources to your stuff here. Let run. Hacker news tags, and we say, oh, I want DevR tooling and technical writing, and then Reddit. Oh, I'd like founders and tech writers and dev tools. RSS feeds, sure, GitHub blog. That's Google. I didn't grab Google. That's okay. So we'll save sources, and we'll run scout again. And so it's going to run through, really just crank through everything it can, hopefully. Pick up everything it can on those signals. We'll let it run. Okay, so we're back with all our signals here. And so basically it's scraped through. You can sort through here and kind of go in a little dive and see what's going on. And then if you're curious, we're like, oh, what was this thing? Then back into the desk, which I did show on the Dream Factory side, but just to kind of show the full workflow, is if I just don't have any good ideas, I can come in here and generate a couple. And yeah, that was a pretty good one. Yeah, AI's visibility is about trending. It's about signal monitoring. So I hit create story. Second, this takes it a moment. There is basically zero caching built into this at this point. That could come later. Filler. Live demos at 4:15 in the morning are great. There we go. There we go. So it'll show you the signals that it grabbed. So again, this story was completely generated based on signals I had. It picked something, and then I'm just going to say, just to keep it fast, just do a blog. I don't have my voice in this company yet, but we'll just generate. And it'll generate. And like I said in the other one, this isn't programmatically generating, obviously. It's not. It's calling the Cloud API with skills attached, basically, is what's happening. So it's using a GEO SEO skill that I built basically by just taking everybody else's GEO SEO skills and combining them into a super skill. I think it works pretty good. So we'll let that thing. Okay, and it came up with why LLM cite Reddit instead of you. It's not about your content. Oh, this actually might be a really good read. That's awesome. The GeoISQ is incomplete. CIFAQ section. Yeah. So it just goes through and does what it can. I'm going to approve that, and I will actually post that to my blog. Fantastic. Love that. What a great demo. Then for this, if we go into audit, I did not run the audit. So we're going to do a homepage audit. And we're going to do a deep audit. I'm going to really break some stuff here. So when it does a deep audit, it looks at quite a lot of stuff. So GEO, SEO, JSON, L schema stuff, structured data, checks for robots, TXT, LLMs, TXT, site maps, all that fun stuff. And it should highlight stuff that's missing, suggest some changes. We should get some action items. What the deep scan does, take some time. Okay, so as you can see, my SEO is awful because I haven't built any of this stuff, which is part of the demo. But yeah, critical foundation got no STXT, no TXT, sitemap, XML, just threw up a site. So we'll go look at action items. There's gonna be each of them. Oh, not so many, just really, really bad ones. Okay, cool. So we'll go into properties and we'll fix it. So bond our site, pick from assets. I'm gonna do my home page, pick from assets. I know that is pressroom./site, and we'll just save. We don't static. Go. We'll select it, and we'll run the SEO pipeline. And so just like the Dream Factory example with the docs type, this is just going to go through the repo for my site. It's going to look at the site itself, and it's just going to do the best it can to try to improve. See what it comes up with. Okay, so it did finish the first phase. So as it's finishing, actually making the pull request, just kind of show you. So yeah, it does do the best it can to prioritize like the big stuff first. Sitemap, robots.txt, the index, Astro stuff. Oh, hey, it's done. Cool. Let's check it out. Pull request number 3, and it's just doing its thing. And you know what? My site, I can do what I want. I'm gonna merge it. Don't care. It'll probably be fine. I'll delete the break. So yeah, that let it propagate, do its thing, and I'll do another scan tomorrow, and we'll see how it turned out today, and we'll see how it turned out. Other stuff in here to kind of show off a little bit. So I do have a video component. Turns out that rendering video is a lot more complicated than I thought, but I can do scripts. I was playing around with personalized outreach stuff, and so you can come in here and give it a target and a source material. You can either use a full animation, or the idea was to submit a video of yourself with graphics and fun stuff, but that'll come soon. It'll do a blog scrape. Doesn't work on my site because I don't really have a CMS on mine. It's just, again, dropping raw markdown files. Emails. It's weird that that's not loaded. There are no emails. Whatever. HubSpot connection did work for Dream Factory, just did not really implement much with it. Just sort of got it working. There is a portfolio scoreboard. So if you guys all want to get in here and start competing with each other for SEO scores, we can totally do that. As well as tracking like what stuff has been published to this platform and what signals we got. There's some AI visibility stuff in here, so you can come in here and won't be very interesting, but because I brand new thing that I just started 24 hours ago, but it will attempt to find like really good questions for your brand specifically that you should be asking AI, and of course you can make your own questions and then scan AI visibility. My plan is to add API keys for the other providers down the road. So right now it's just Claude, of course, but we can add Grok, ChatGPT, whatever, no problem. Team scanning, I don't have a team page on there yet. Assets is pretty cool though. So every company, as it scrapes, you can see all your assets that it finds and kind of recategorize them and mess with them. It does a pretty good job on my site here because it's so simple. There's no to it, but it does what it does. And there is usage tracking. That does sort of work, and API costs are far less money than I thought they were, which is cool. Config company. This is where you can adjust some things and get your branding down, and change your competitors up, add different topics to your SEO, adjust your digital properties. So like I don't really have a support pricing or anything. Should have grabbed the GitHub work. That's interesting. Again, the skills. I can't remember if I showed this in Dream Factory video or not, but this is all ran via skills. There are more skills that I don't have listed here in the UI. They're just on the file system. But yeah, it is using skills to do almost everything. All your connections are in here. I built the LinkedIn app so things can pipe through the LinkedIn, Facebook app. I just never bothered to test it until today. GitHub OAuth should work. YouTube doesn't work quite yet, but it sort of does. HubSpot worked at one point. Dev.to does work, and I was able to post to dev.to, which is pretty neat. Never done that before. And then you can see your own personal account, and so in the future we can. It does connect to Dream Factory and data if it needs to, and you can adjust the models that you use. Try to save on time. Additionally, API keys, programmatic access to whatever you have access to. So yeah, that works, and then that's how the MCP server over here runs as well. But yeah, that is Pressroom HQ. Let me know if you have any questions.